Welcome to the Eric Gavisar Show, where I'm now going to talk about Duke and UNC, arguably the most intense and fierce rivalry in all of college basketball. It is a game that everyone really looks forward to every year, and tonight, this new chapter in the rivalry did not disappoint. Duke coming out on top at home in Cameron Indoor Stadium by an 86-78 margin. And, I really thought early on North Carolina did a great job of controlling the game, got into a great early offensive flow, especially behind Justin Jackson, who I thought was the best player on the floor tonight, and very well might end up having the best pro career out of all the guys who are hooping out there. But, Duke really got it going with their ball movement. I think their team chemistry has improved tremendously since Coach K has returned from his surgery. And, the big story for Duke tonight was Grayson Allen tying a career high with 7 made three-pointers. Just really lit it up. Of course, everyone was going wild in Cameron Indoor after he just beat the buzzer, hitting a three-pointer just on the stroke of halftime. So he finished with 25 points. And, Luke Kennard with 20 of his own. Kennard has really been getting it done this season. I think he's going to really contend for ACC Player of the Year honors. Definitely going to be first team. I mean, I feel like he's been the most consistent and solid of all the Blue Devils. And though he was nowhere to be found in the first half, Jayson Tatum really got it done in the second half. All 19 of his points scored in the second half. I've been critical of him at times because he tends to sometimes subvert to hero ball, where he just tries to completely take over the game on his own, which is unacceptable when you play on the most talented team in college basketball, hands down, which is Duke. That's really not an argument for me. But Tatum got it done. He hit his shots. He had that posterizing dunk over Kennedy Meeks that will be shown on SportsCenter on highlight shows for years and years to come. Dunks really don't get much better than that. So, huge night from Tatum, getting 19 points and 9 rebounds. Now, for the Heels, I really try to give Joel Berry his due, because he is one of the most underrated players in all of college basketball. Only 2 UNC players scored double figures tonight. The only other player besides Justin Jackson was Berry. He finished with 15. But, Berry, for me, the lasting memory I have from him in this game was just letting the Heels down when they were down 4 with under 30 seconds left. Still had hope, but he pretty much ruined whatever hope they had left by taking a really bad layup, trying to go up against a double team. Just a bad shot selection, I guess, in a distressing situation. So, overall, still have to really like this UNC team. They're not as talented as Duke, but make no mistake about it, the Tar Heels are just as capable of winning the national championship. And even with this loss, they still have a better non-conference record than the Dukies. UNC now 9-3 in ACC play. Duke still just 7-4. Of course, they went through a really rough spell when Jeff Capel took over for Coach K. So, again, a terrific game. Really enjoyed watching it. This rivalry definitely doesn't disappoint. I think this could be a game that a lot of people turn or point to as the turning point in Duke's season, should they go on to win the national title, because the next meeting of these two teams, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be the last regular season game of the year on March 4th, and both teams, I think, will have an eye on the ACC tournament and getting ready for the big dance. Of course, they never really overlook a game this big, but I think if you could have teams pick which one they'd rather win in terms of tonight versus March 4th, I think they would choose tonight. So, final score, Duke 86, North Carolina 78. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel.